Hi, I'm Ellie Walsh. Today's day 88. It's easy for you to say, that's what some people have said to me. It's easy for you to say, but I have a really difficult life. It's not easy for me to do this. I understand that. I understand that some of you watching these videos have a very difficult life. And I understand that shifting is not always easy. It's simple. It's not always easy. Which is why I teach you why that happens. It's the reason why it's not easy is not because of who you are or about how you do things or how you process things. It really is about that map. And when you can grasp that, that's something then that your brain can say, oh, it's a map. And we just have to change the map. So understanding it's a simple process, but that it doesn't always feel easy. Now, I'm not a stranger to a difficult, what you would call, I don't even like to reference it like that, but to what many would call difficulties, okay? And if you know me, you know that. But there's many people, I guess, that don't really know some of my background. I promise you I won't go through it all, because we'll be here a long time. But 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I was in a relationship. And I met this person. We were together for 18 years. And I met her I was in a 12-step program. So when I was 27, 28 years old, I was in a 12-step program. So right there and then, it tells you my life was probably not so easy. I had some difficulties going on, okay? But that's where I started to learn on how to change my attitude, take responsibility for my life. That's where I started to learn it. That's where I started to interact with people that were teaching me that. And then carried that on through the years and learning personal development and reading Wayne Dyer and Louise Hay and a gazillion others. And a bee was here. And 10 years ago, like I said, I was in this relationship for 18 years. It was a good relationship. We had a really good relationship. And I walked into the living room, and she was on the floor, dead. And she was healthy the day before. I was 47 years old at the time. And I was a widow. I wasn't recognized as a widow because no states, I don't think at that time, would recognize that. But that I was a widow. And my life in that instant changed. Absolutely changed. And I won't go through all of, but that night I was at the sink, and we had a mirror in front of the sink, and I looked into that mirror, and I mean, my face was swollen because I had never cried like this in my life. I had never felt pain or grief like that in my life. But I had a lot of personal development behind me already. And I looked in that mirror and I said, beyond that swollen face, into my eyes, into who I am, and said, in this pile of crap, there is a diamond, and I'm going to find it. I didn't know how I was going to find it. I'm not going to tell you then. I skipped through the next days and weeks even, because when you're planning a life, and you have a life with somebody for 18 years, and you're planning to continue this life, it feels like the rug has been pulled out from underneath you. But I knew this. If I allowed myself to be a victim, I was going to go downhill, and I was going to go down fast. And I knew she was okay. And I wasn't feeling okay. I wasn't feeling okay. But I knew somehow I was okay. And there were points there I thought about, maybe I'm out of here. I did think that. Maybe I'm out of here. And I had some revelations, and again, we would be on this video for hours. So the bottom line is, what I'm trying to say is, I know difficult. I know it. And so I made this my mantra to this day now when I wake up in the morning. The most important thing today is that I feel good. Nothing else is more important than that, but that I feel good. Because when I feel good, then anybody else that crosses my path will feel good. But if I don't take care of me and feel good, the rest of it all goes downhill. I got that. Now, I was listening to Abraham Hicks, and I highly recommend them. And that was something I heard them say. And to this day, that is what I think of when I wake up and I open my eyes. And at first I had to put signs up, because I didn't have a mindset map like that. So I had to put signs up. So I understand difficult. I understand if you're frustrated. I understand if you're not seeing the absolute results you want to see right away. But then you need to come and talk to me. That's why I continually invite you. Come on over to the Facebook page. Ask me your questions. Don't give up. Don't give up. I know the feeling of feeling so down and wanting to give up. But I promise you, if you hang in there and I had to keep finding things to appreciate, even when I didn't want to. But that worked. Because as I started to appreciate something, I started to raise that vibration. We spoke about in another video, 68 seconds. Appreciating something for 68 seconds. It could be 52 seconds, or it could be 67 3/4. Okay? It's not an exact. You start to release the endorphins, the serotonin, those dopamine. You start to release that. That really creates the mindset map, and it raises your vibration. This works. You work. You can do this. I believe in you. And I do understand if you're in difficulties. Yes, I might not have had the same difficulty as you, but I understand that feeling of despair. I understand it. And I promise you that it will change if you stay on that path of, I'm not going to be a victim anymore. I'm not going to be led by a mindset map that was not really created by me and that does not honor and support me. I'm going to create the life that I desire. I believe in you. I appreciate you. Come over to the Facebook page if you have questions. Absolutely come over there and talk to me. And have a fabulous day. I will see you tomorrow.